deeper is better. The deeper your voice, the more of the relaxing tonal quality, not my opinion, studies show, you establish a higher level of rapport when you have a deeper voice. Same thing for women. So let me just imitate her. What about women? What about women? Right? Deeper is better, even for a woman. I used to have a vice president work for me, and she'd be like, it's just in the office. She'd get on the phone. Hi, this is Deborah. She dropped her voice a whole octave. So deeper is definitely better, and it establishes a higher level of credibility. And I have a deep voice, and I've had it since I'm like 14 years old. So when I was like 14 years old, I used to call in sick for myself, you know? Call in, yeah, Chet Holmes will not be in for school today. He's not feeling well. And then one time the office person said, you know, he's missed a lot of school. Does Mrs. Holmes work? Does Mrs. Holmes work? You mean my mom? I mean, probably got caught, you know. Kind of blew it there. Then they sent the person to the house to find out why I was missing so much school. So your tonality actually has 5 times more impact than the words that you use. And not consciously, but subconsciously, the prospect's subconscious picks up every subtle nuance of your tonality. Every subtle nuance. So Jeffrey, you're home, and the phone rings, and you answer it, hello, and the person goes, yes, good evening, is this Jeffrey Hall? What do you already know? Salesperson. Didn't say a word, right? Or the person says, and he's right away, yeah. You know, he's like ready to brush you off in 5 seconds. He can already tell it's a salesperson. Or the voice says, yeah, good evening, is this Jeffrey Hall? And you go, yeah. You know, it's the police, obviously. You know, right? His kid got in a car accident, something's wrong, you know. So the tonality of your voice, and again, consciously he's not saying, wow, this guy sounds important, but subconsciously it's 5 times, go back to the graph, 5 times more impact on him than the words I'm actually using. So you need to understand that to have authority, you end on the down note. So you know, good evening, is this Jeffrey Hall? Good evening, is this Jeffrey Hall? You see the difference? When you go up like this at the end, you sound like a salesperson. And the one that kills me is this Jeffrey Hall? Yeah. How you doing today? I tell my salespeople, don't ask people how you doing today, because you sound like a salesperson. I never say to anybody, and when I was cold calling and trying to get, you know, get Michael Eisner on the telephone, when he got on the phone, I go, how are you doing today? Yeah, Michael, hi, this is Chet Holmes. Right to business. I want him to feel the authority of that thing in the first 5 seconds. So all of you salespeople, will you please stop saying, how are you doing today? Just drop it from your vocabulary. That's as bad as, thank you for your business, or thank you for your time. Okay? Ending on the up note tells them you're a salesperson. Practice sounding like a newscaster. They are trained to have authority. Mr. Jones, Hugh Downs. Okay, so who wants to practice this with me? Somebody volunteer, okay? Right there, the gentleman, easy to get to. Okay, so what I want you to say is, Chet Holmes, asking me the question, and then give me your name. And I want you to sound like a newscaster.
Chet Holmes, Jay Mangrum.
Really good. I did not expect that deep voice to come out of you. Let's hear what you really talk like. So, give me back the mic. Just hear your normal voice.
This is my actual voice, Chet.
Wow, what a difference, right? That was great. Anybody else? Let's get a woman. Get a woman right here in the front. Just taking the ones that are easy to get to.
Chet Holmes, Brenda Fauner.
Very good, right? Excellent. Okay, great. So you want to practice having the authority of investigating detective. Shirley, this is Detective Smith. Is Bill Jones in? I cannot tell you how many gatekeepers I blow around just by having that kind of authority in my voice. Seriously. Now, I will tell you, just so you don't get any stupid ideas, not to actually say you're a detective. Because that's called impersonating a police officer, and you can get in a lot of trouble for it. Although when I was younger and didn't know that, I have to admit, might have used it a few times. only to get information. When I was in the personnel business, you couldn't get the name of the personnel director. So you're cold calling these big companies and you say, yes, what's the name of your personnel director? And they go, is this an agency? Never lie. Yeah. And they go, I'm sorry, we don't have any openings. Click. And they train all the reception people, like CBS television, you're calling in there, right? They have, whatever, 200 operators, and they say, we don't have any openings. They have 40 openings that day, brand new ones. So they just hung up on you constantly, and they probably made a game of it and had fun with it. So when I was younger, again, before I knew that was illegal, and then somebody once told me it was, I used to call up and go, yeah, this is Sergeant John Wackton, New York City Police Department. We're running a special program right now, and I need to know the name of your personnel director. That would be Mary Johnson. Would you like her direct dial? Yes, I would. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll be calling her later. Click, and I'm going to hang up. And I would do like 100 of those to get the names, and then I would call in later and just ask for Mary Johnson, and I go right around the first line of scrimmage, right? In the personnel business, you have 3 lines of scrimmage. You have the front-end reception, then you have the receptionist for the department, then you have her personal assistant. So you had to be like so clever, and you're going to see all the stuff I developed just to get around all those people. So the first 10 seconds make the difference between success and failure, and confidence is key. A tone of recognition is also very strong. So if you say, and again, this is subtle. So if I go, again, I'll pick Jeffrey just because he's the only one I can read his name badge. And it's, if I go like this, Jeffrey Hall, Chet Holmes. Doesn't it sound like I know him? It's subtle, guys, but in his subconscious, it says I know him. Even if he doesn't know me, as compared to, Jeffrey Hall, hi, this is Chet Holmes. That sounds like there's more to come because I haven't explained who I am. So if I just say it with a little bit of tone of recognition, as if he should know who I am, his subconscious says, wow, I should know who this is. And it warms him to me faster. You understand? It's not a conscious thing. So Jeffrey Hall, Chet Holmes. Oh, Chet, how you doing? Who the hell are you?